Hey, it's Lauren. Thank you so much for joining me. I'm going to be doing my makeup today with a bunch of new products, mainly centered around reviewing this, the new Rare Beauty Positive Light Tinted Moisturizer, broad spectrum with SPF 20. This won't be my first time wearing this, putting this on my face. I've worn this several times, and to be honest, it's on the chopping block. The first time I put this on, I really liked it. And then every day since then, it's just not been great. It has gotten powdery and whatnot as the days gone on. So I'm gonna be trying to make it look good. Also playing with some newer stuff, got from the Sephora sale. And yeah, so let's dive into it, and I'll talk about stuff as I put them on my face. I picked up a full size of the Saie Glowy Super Gel. I have the mini, like the smaller size of it, and I really like it. I'm almost out of it. And I have paired the little mini with this so far, so it's not like adding in weird uncontrollable factors. I'm gonna put this on. Now, I had someone ask in the comments how this compares to the Charlotte Tilbury Hollywood Flawless Filter, and I'd say they're quite different. This definitely has more of a jelly texture, and I've seen people use it as a highlighter, but I mainly use it as a primer. I find it too jelly for using as a highlighter, and the Charlotte Tilbury I use as more of a mixing medium product. I'll use it as a highlighter, I use it as a primer, I'll use it on my under eye, I use it all over. And as you can probably tell by the sound of my voice, I am getting over a cold. Having a kid, man, you will have a cold every other week. Okay, so hair's out of my face. I can do this a bit more effectively. I'm gonna go in now with the Rare Beauty Positive Light. I grabbed the shade 16C. I swatched a lot of them in the store, and honestly, I could make a lot of them work. I think I could have gotten a darker shade and that would like cover better, but I have a lot of foundations that are kind of on the darker spectrum for me that I've been making work. So I thought I'd get something that's a little bit closer. It's a decent match. At first I was like, is it looking powdery and choppy because it's too light? But no, I think it's just not right for me. But it looks beautiful on first application, but as the day goes on, it's been getting powdery and breaking up and looking funky. So today is the be-all end-all test. If those days were just that it got funky was anomaly, and that first day that I wore it, it looked great, is how it really is. So it's a very light coverage. Let me actually zoom in to show you all better. So see, it's a light coverage. You can still see some stuff poking through. You can still see my face. But it looks nice and even and hydrated. I got a couple areas that I didn't finish blending. I gotta go in. But it blends really well with fingers. I've tried with the beauty sponge, which, you know, it's such a light situation that putting it on with the beauty sponge is just like, you know, seems a little pointless. And a brush was fine, but yeah, this is definitely a fingers application. I did a first impressions of this on TikTok. That was very positive, but yeah, that was a first impressions. I've been making a lot of content on there. It's just really easy for me to make content on TikTok because I'm just using my phone versus YouTube. It's longer editing, and you know, I'm still with my camera, so that's why you'll sometimes see like phone videos uploaded on here from me that were originally on there. But if you're on there and you want to follow me, it's linked down below. I'm definitely uploading more on there because it's easier. But, you know, YouTube is my internet home. That's a weird thing to say. All right, I'm gonna grab a concealer. I'm gonna use the Kosas concealer. I'm gonna use this on a couple of spots I got going on. Got a little bit of redness poking through. I've got this red area here that just like ebbs and flows. Really need to go to the dermatologist and be like, what's up with some of these spots on my face? Please look at them and help me out. And I'm gonna do a little mixy blending first with a brush like this, and then going over with a sponge like that. Did my brows, I used the Kosas Air Brow and the Hourglass Arch Brow, and I think I'm just gonna go ahead and do my eyes. I was having a hard time deciding which new eye product to use. I picked up several during the Sephora sale, but I'm feeling like doing something, I don't know, very soft and feminine right now, so I'm gonna use this. This is the Huda Beauty Matte and Metal Melted Eyeshadows Cashmere Robe and Penthouse Suite. This was a out of left field purchase for me, influenced by somebody on TikTok using this, and I was like, wow, it's really nice. So that's what I'm gonna use. Matte side first. I'm gonna just put a little bit right into the crease and blend. Blend downward, actually, get some of that on the lid because I put a little bit more than I needed. All right, I'm gonna take a clean brush and finish blending this. It dries down pretty fast, but still workable. I'm gonna take the liquid side now, and I wanna keep this kind of minimal though, so let's go the inner corner. Let's do like a line. There's definitely more product on this when I went in on this side first, so this side is looking like a little bit more thick versus this side is a lot nicer. There's not as much buildup of product. Didn't intend going in with this look and doing a metallic wing, but I really like it. I have this new mascara from Rare Beauty that I got as a points perk, but it's so wet that it just smudges everywhere, so I'm not gonna use that right now. Hopefully this is like one of those mascaras that like as it like ages, it gets better. I'm just gonna use a tried and true Glossier Lash Slick. I'm gonna use the Tower 28 Bronzino. Warm up my face. So I have a couple of new blushes that I picked up during the Sephora sale. The Saie Beauty Spicy. I think I'm gonna save this to use with some of the other new eye products that I got because I think that'll pair really nicely. So I'll do those together. And for this soft look I'm going for, I'm gonna use this, the Bare Minerals Gen Nude Blonzer in Kiss of Pink. I had a hard time deciding between this and I think Kiss of Rose. There's this, Kiss of Rose, and Kiss of Copper. All of them looked super pretty, but this is the one that I landed on. Very pretty. I think this originally was in like a white packaging, but I think it like went away and then it got super viral and now they brought it back again. So here we go. I'm gonna just use good old e.l.f. bronzer brush. That is great for blush. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna take a little bit up into my temples to blend upwards and a little bit across my nose. My blending brush from my eyeshadow from earlier and dip in and just add it into my eye look so it's really nice and cohesive. Let's kind of drape that a bit. Okay, I'm really liking how this is looking. Pretty. What have I not put on? I don't think I'm gonna do highlighter, but for lips, I got this, not from the Sephora sale. This I got from Rose Inc directly. I had a bunch of like mix-ups with them when I ordered from them directly, so I had all these credits, and I used the credits to pick up some things like this. The Spring Lip Edit. So this has 3 of their new lipsticks in it. One is permanent, and then the other 2 are limited editions. So here we go, cute little set. So there is the shade Poetic, Potish, and Serene. I'm pretty sure Poetic is the shade that's already in here, and it is the permanent shade. So if you'd like to see like a lip swatch video with these, whether on here or on various platforms, let me know. But I'm gonna use this shade because I think it'll look really pretty with this look. Yeah, the packaging is not very sturdy, but it is refillable, which is cool. So I'm like holding up this like it's a thing to bludgeon with. Let's use a small mirror. I am liking how this all looks. Currently, I like my skin. Let's go super close. You can see what I got going on. I haven't powdered, no setting spray, no highlighter, just some bronzer, blush, and some, of course, concealer on, where'd it go? This, here. So I will be doing a check-in with this later on. So we'll see how this wears over the course of the next few hours. Here's hoping she's a winner. I hate returning. I hate returning things, so here's hoping she pulls through. If not, then here's my honest review of it. All right, so I hope you all are well. I'll see you all in the check-in. Have a great day. Hey, I am back with a check-in. Actually, I forgot to film a check-in on the day that I filmed the video, so here I am on another day, recreated the same combinations except a different eyeliner for this wear test, and it has now been about 4 hours, so not even that long, but it just doesn't look great. It is looking really powdery right here. It's breaking up on my forehead, and it's breaking up around here, which that makes sense because I've had lunch, but like I don't have powder on. I have a powder blush on here, but it oddly looks powdery here. And, you know, it's a bit oily on the T-zone, which, you know, I haven't powdered, so that makes sense. But it just, I don't look great. I look pretty textured, and I'm pretty sure it's breaking me out. It might be the chemical sunscreen in there, since I think that has caused me to break out in the past. But I'm like breaking out in places that I don't normally break out, and it's been like the day after I wear it, I wake up with breakouts, and also I get them like after a couple hours. So I've got some things popping up here and here. This showed up right after like I wore it that one day, so yeah, it's a pass for me. Not the best. Looks cute at first. I don't know, maybe it'll work for you, but not for me.